Welcome back, everybody. Last time we left off, we were going to meet with Ilbus again, after defeating him. Quite a bit ways back, so let's go ahead and see what goes on here. Captain told me all. Give me the word, and I'll show you to the ocular. Yep, let's go ahead and head there.
Biometric authentication complete. Please state your business. Acknowledged. Reinitializing Circus Tower systems. Searching for Elidibus entity. Target located in subterranean core power accumulator. Projecting image.
My home. My friends. No more than a dream. You. Why have you awakened me? I no longer sense those places beyond, or Lord Zodiac. You must explain all. So, he is fallen, and my brethren's souls returned to the star. The doom we sacrificed so much to prevent is come again. Old burdens now yours to bear. But if this is Fandaniel's design, then I, as Elidibus, have a duty to fulfill. Your unsolicited act has restored to me some few memories of the convocation. Such knowledge as I have, I will share.
I'm sorry.
Why apologize for receiving a favor of the defeated? If it sits ill, consider it payment for freeing Lord Zodiac from servitude. Where to begin? The end. Your understanding of what caused the final days is consistent with our own. The decay first took root where the currents were weakest. Yes, a conclusion drawn by him. Fandaniel. Not the him of here and now, but as I knew him. Long, long ago. Having shed light upon the phenomenon, he dedicated himself to devising a countermeasure. Were it not for his knowledge of the Celestial, we would never have made the connection, and thence forestalled the final days. And though he inherited that noble soul, how different this last incarnation. So consumed by self-loathing and hate. Elpis. Yes, the name is familiar to me. Yet I know it not as a flower, but a place. A testing facility for determining which of our creations were fit to be released into the world. Many worked there, and before joining the Convocation and assuming the title of Fandaniel, he was their chief. He was Hermes. That is all I know. The crystals tell little of the lives the 14 led prior to their induction. Elpis itself would tell even less. An aerial ruin has survived. Wait. I saw you there. In Elpis. No. I did not. But I did. I did. A lingering trace of impossibility. And a truth that fills my heart. My memories remain clouded, I fear. However, they have revealed to me one possible course. You must travel to Elpis, to the time when Hermes served as its chief. In glimpsing the Exarch's memories, not only did I make his summoning magic mine own, I also mastered the workings of this tower, which, having absorbed my empowered essence, now harbors an abundance of energy. As such, I believe I can deliver you unto the past, unto that place and that precise moment. Given the eons that must be traversed, the gateway will not be fully formed. Your form will be less tangible still than those warriors of light I had summoned. In all likelihood, none will be able to see or hear you. Yet even should you manage to interact with others, you will be unable to effect meaningful change. For the reality you wish to save, the reality to which you must return, exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present. Cannot unmake the sorrow and suffering fated to come. In full knowledge of this, will you still entrust your life to your foe and make the journey? Very well. I shall cast you unto the river of time. Let this be my final act. You must input the commands. I no longer have the authority. First, you must reconfigure the systems, that the tower's ether may be channeled for the magic. The preparations are complete. The gateway will soon open. Return at once to the Ocula. All appears to be in order. The ether flows unimpeded. The magic should consume every last mote of my essence. Why are you surprised? Did I not say that this will be my final act? Lord Zodiac is no more. there is nothing for me here. The ones I love and long to see again are waiting, in that promised land, beyond memory and dream. Now go, warrior of light. Go, and do not look back. Well, Heidelin, I take my leave of you. Yours is the mantle of the last of us. May you have the joy of it, the burden, and the solitude. It falls to you now. You and your champion to save our star.
Traveling way back into the past. Very curious indeed. No idea of where we are. Man stews dutifully by the Aetheryte-like device, a guide for the facility in all likelihood. You attempt to get the man's attention, but if he sees or hears you, he gives absolutely no indication. As Elipis warned, it appears your form is intangible. The device is reminiscent of an Aetheryte. Perhaps it's possible to tune with it. Despite attempting to channel and focus your energies, you fail to attune with the device. You only assume it operates differently. A regularly large man wears a robe and a half-mast, much like the phantoms you encountered in Marilatomium, the recreated Amarad. It would seem you made it to your destination. You gesticulate wildly and shout all manner of greetings and obscenities, but the man does not so much as glance in your general direction. There must be at least one more around here somewhere. Ah, okay. This is the right place, yes? Propylelion? Judging by the woman's words, this facility is called Propylelion. You attempt to gently prod the woman to attract her attention, but feel nothing. It does seem neither does she. Alrighty. Guess we'll try and head out then. What's curious, a little bit of steady solace here, so he must have... You expect this door leads outside, but how to open it?
And here we are, Elpis. Well, well, how rare to receive you in person. To what do we owe the honor? Oh, just a few odd tasks. We'll be here a while. You're welcome to stay as long as you see fit, of course. As a matter of procedure, however, I must ask that you kindly remove your masks.
Come now. Is this truly necessary? Surely you can tell who we are.
Who you are, perhaps, but I am far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
Satisfied?
I thank you for your cooperation. You are free to go about your business. By the by, you see it too, yes?
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
That's odd. It's right here. A bit thin in the ether, but there's no mistaking it. The color of its soul is almost identical to Azem's. Do you suppose she created it? Rather unusual for a familiar to have a soul, though.
Don't ask me. All I know is that it's trouble. Doubly so if it's her spitting image. So let's leave it be. Come now.
It's trying to say something, but it's literally too intangible to form words. Why don't you give it some ether? Spare a snifter of your bounteous reserves.
Who do you take me for?
Why, a dear friend, of course. One who wouldn't let acts of kindness, such as my accompanying him on errands to far-flung outposts, go unrewarded?
I suggest you close your eyes, or this may be unpleasant. You may open your eyes.
You even adjusted its size.
The better to indulge your whim. This way, it will be easier to communicate.
How very thoughtful of you. And may I applaud your artful reinforcement. Without further ado then. Greetings! I am Hythlodaeus, Chief of the Bureau of the Architect. Sulking beside me is the most honorable Emmett Selk of the Convocation of 14. And how might we address you, my new friend? A fine name. And I'm pleased to see you understand our words. So, tell us, whence have you come? The thinness of your essence suggests you weren't created here. You do not know? Or cannot say? Allow me to ask a different question then. What brings you here? Well now, the same as us. Perhaps Azim wished to come too, but had to settle for a familiar.
If she truly wished to be here, then she would be.
Right you are. My apologies if we've given offense. The two of us can discern the color of souls, you see, and yours happens to resemble that of a friend. And with your purpose matching our own besides, we jumped to a hasty conclusion. We are here to speak with Hermes, the chief overseer of this facility, which we also intend to tour in order to gain greater insight into the man's work. We, I say, though this is Emmett Selk's charge. I am here only to serve as his guide. And I should be happy to serve as yours as well, by way of an apology for the misunderstanding.
Wait, are you suggesting that we bring it along on official business? This thing we know next to nothing about?
If you harbor suspicions, better to keep it close than leave it to its own devices. Wouldn't you agree? Besides, having a mysterious life form in tow is the norm rather than the exception here. Welcome, my friends, to the testing ground of creation at Heaven's Edge, Elpis.
This presence.
Hermes! Visitors! We have visitors!
What secrets are you hiding, I wonder?
Quite a lengthy cutscene, but it looks like we've actually made it to the past, to a unsundered part of the world. That's pretty neat. This is hardly my first time here, but the scenery never fails to take my breath away. Why, it feels as though you could reach out and touch the heavens. Now then, to begin our guided tour, perhaps you already know these things, but for the sake of thoroughness, I shall start with the basics. Using concepts to give shape to either, creation magics allow us to bring forth anything we desire, be it inanimate objects or living beings. Anyone may conceive of concepts, but they must all undergo evaluation at the Bureau of Architect. As part of that process, living beings and certain arcane entities may be sent here to Ilbis for in-depth observation and study. A fascinating facility, isn't it? I dare say you'll enjoy touring it with us. So this is like an actual, yeah, it's an actual zone. Very curious indeed. A gift. Now then, our friend Hermes. Aside from overseeing the facility, he also conducts his own research. Chances are he'll be at the main observations hub, so let us seek him out there first. Tired as you are, however, you stand out a little too much. Our dear Emmett Selt wishes to keep a low profile for his errand, so... Do you know how to make a robe? The basic concept will do. No, in that case, Emmett Selt. No, you're weighing your responsibility. You're getting not another thimble of ether out of me. The way he scrims sometimes, you'd think he wasn't a nigh-balmless font of magic. Very well, I shall make the robe. Perhaps you can assist. Come, let's search for the requisite material. This is a pretty place, yeah. I'm kind of assuming our first Aetherite should be close by. Or no, I guess it's a little further away. Do we have Ether Compass? Yes, of course we do. Even in the past, there's Ether Currents to find. Yes, these creatures should suffice. Etheric rope. I want you to use the captures, shall we say, 2 Pedicellide. There are 3 species here, I believe. Any 2 different kinds should serve. I should mention that the strength of the rope is tied no pendant to the strength of its user. As your ether is still thin compared to ours, you'll need to weaken the Pedicellide first. Good luck. That didn't work. Maybe now. Alright. There we go. Got them all, nice. You've caught the Pedicellide. Come, let us see. Yes, these 5 fellows look nicely. Now for a spot of aversion. There, it's ready. Something fancy, but then we're trying not to stand out. Try it on for size. You turn living beings into clothing, just like that. Well, not just like that. You need to revert them to their constitute ether first. Unless you wonder why I asked for 2 species, it's due to a difference in their etheric balance. Blending them allows us to produce Garv with superior etheric stability. Well, good to disguise and educate it, but it won't fool anyone who can see worth a damn. Fair point, but at the very least it should spare you unwanted attention from casual observers. Emmett itself speaks true. Even dressed like us, your unusual nature will be plain to those who think to look. Should someone question your presence, don't make up excuses, much less try to explain what you actually are. Now, best to simply say you're familiar. Question is whose? Of course, as M's. If you say you belong to her, people will give you the benefit of the doubt for any and all outlandish behavior. Exploiting our associate's absence. For lack of her presence, absolutely. Were she here, she had been the first to propose the idea, and you know it. With that, your story is settled. Let's continue with our errand. That's neat. Nice. Alright, let's go ahead and get our stuff there, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, let me see here for a moment. I'm assuming I could probably just throw this on. Throw this on my body, cast glamour. Sophist robe. And there was one more thing. What was it? That was the feet. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of interesting to have an Ascian get up here. Quite fancy indeed. If you're ready, let us continue along the path to Anagnorius. The place serves as an observation hub and residents both. Someone there should be able to point us in the direction of Hermes. I want to say the Aetheryte's probably gonna... Yeah, it's not too far from here. That's nice, at least. There's one to the west of here. I probably should continue on along the way for the moment. Yes, can I help you? We should speak of the Chief Hermes. Do you know where he might find him? Well now, by your mass, I assume you're one of the 14. I wasn't aware that it would be a visitation. Between you and us, it's something of a surprise. Your discretion in the matter would be appreciated. I see, my lips are sealed. The Chief should be out conducting his observations as usual. His focus of late has been aquatic creatures, so I expect you'll find him at one of the pools here. The pools, you say? Many thanks. Apologies for disrupting your work. I say, Athalias, while I've never met Hermes, you know him well, do you not? That being the case, couldn't you simply find it by his ether? Aye, that I could. As you know, Emet and I discern the color of souls. By the same token, we can also see either quite keenly and from great distances. With this skill, I could readily locate Hermes, but I felt that it'd be a waste of an opportunity. We're here to perform an assessment, after all. By searching the ordinary way, we stand to gain insight into Elpis and the man in charge of it. This is as much for your own enjoyment, like it is not, but point taken. If you're going to accompany us, make yourself useful and help us look for Hermes. According to his profile, he has short, dark hair. So you know it's because we're ill-pissed that we don't have our cows up. A special exemption due to the need to be aware of dangerous creatures. Elsewhere, we do not exhibit our individuality. It's unseemly. This is all common sense, but I would not assume you possess any. It's a rare treat indeed to be able to search for someone by their appearance. And I thank you for humoring me. Come, let's find our man. Unicorn. Let's go and grab the Aetheryte. I think I'll go ahead and end this video here. Because we had a very lengthy cutscene. I think it was almost a half-hour long. We essentially went through cutscenes, so... But yeah. Next time we'll continue along with this very interesting zone.